A rough night for Ohio State and West Lafayette. This scene says it all. Purdue shocked the college football world last night as they throttled the second-ranked Buckeyes 49-20.
Shea Patterson coupled with that Michigan defense, that's going to be a tough feat for the Buckeyes for sure. Rogers back in the state Final Four for the first time since 2015, and the Rams were ready for this one.
When you look back on your career, undefeated against Michigan, 2 Heismans, where do you line those up with each other? Does one supersede the other with meaning to you?
Coach Tomich told me before the game, serve and serve receive. That's what paces her blocking game as far as defense, and that also paces the offense. The big story of Indians opening day was Michael Brantley. He was activated off the DL just in time for the Indians home opener. He was put in the lineup and made an immediate impact. After being down 1 at halftime, St. Francis fought their way to a 5-point lead with just a minute and a half to go in the game. But Whitmer wasn't going down that easy.
As for Cleveland, second baseman returning to the Tribe today, Jason Kipnis, after being on the DL. Good news for him. As for today's game, not so much. Detroit and Chicago looking to bounce back from last night's loss to the Cubs, and they waste no time. Top of the first, Nicholas Castellanos comes through with a solo blast to center. That puts the Tigers on the board quick. Cubs fan not having it, though. Toss it back. There you go, kid.
It was a 47-yard field goal to make it 38-0. And now my favorite part of Frickers is everyone's still watching their highlights, but I am joined by head coach Pat Kucharda. And just talk about what was really the key for you guys to come out and get that shutout win tonight.
Throughout the season, the Lions have struggled in all phases of the game. They've won just 2 of their last 7. Detroit got the win over Arizona 17-3 last Sunday. Today, they look to make it 2 in a row as they visit the Bills. Detroit and Buffalo, where they take tailgating to a whole new level. Parking lot curling, how about that? All right, as for the game, scoreless in the second quarter, but then Matthew Stafford to Andy Jones changes all that. Lions with the touchdown. The extra point is no good. Bills would take a 7-6 lead, but it doesn't last long. Stafford connects with Kenny Golladay. A 40-yard gain sets Detroit up for the TD and the lead right here. Zach Zenner up the gut for the score. And then check this out, late in the second quarter, Jerry Hughes, after the play, his helmet gets stuck to Tremaine Edmonds' jersey. Micah Hyde comes in to save the day. A little halftime entertainment early. Now, as for the second half of this game, Lions maintain the 13-7 lead into the fourth quarter, but then the Bills strike right here. A 42-yard touchdown. That makes it 14-13 Buffalo. Detroit tries to take back the lead late in the game. Matt Prater, 48-yard attempt is wide, no good. Detroit falls 14-13. From the Steel City, Steelers and Patriots going head-to-head. First quarter, Ben Roethlisberger finds Vance McDonald in the end zone. Pittsburgh with a quick 7-0 lead. Next quarter, tied at 7, Roethlisberger from the pocket finds Antonio Brown. A 17-yard score puts the Steelers back on top. Then fourth quarter, Tom Brady on 2nd and goal launches it. He's picked off. Joe Hayden makes an absolutely incredible interception right there. Pats still have a shot at the end for the win here. Brady's pass falls incomplete, though. Pittsburgh hands New England their second straight loss, 17-10, the final. Down in Cincinnati, Raiders and Bengals. Cincy comes out of the gate hot, up 7-0 and adding to it. Joe Mixon sees the hole. He takes it 47 yards into the red zone. He would finish the drive out right here with a short TD run to make it 14-zip Cincinnati. They didn't let up from there. Cincinnati wins it 30-16. And if you missed it last night, Cleveland in Denver, first quarter, 3rd and 9, Mayfield in the pocket, and he airs it out downfield. Rashad Perriman comes through with an amazing catch for the score. Browns on the board first. Then second quarter, tied at 10, Case Keenum. The pass into the end zone, but it's picked off by Jabril Peppers, the former Michigan player, getting it done there on defense. And then in the fourth, Broncos with a 13-10 lead and looking to add to it. Keenum, the throw, but TJ Carey leaps to make the interception, and the Browns would capitalize. Mayfield finds Antonio Callaway. The touchdown gives Cleveland back the lead 17-13. And then under a minute to go, Broncos down 1 on 4th and 10. Peppers comes through again for Cleveland, sacks Keenum to ice the game. Browns beat the Broncos for the first time since 1990, before many on the roster were even born. 17-16 your final from Mile High Stadium. Hoops action from the Stroh, Bowling Green and Findlay playing this afternoon. Falcons run away with this one. First, Justin Turner finds DiMaggio Wiggins in the fast break. The Springfield grad slams it down for 2 of his 14. Then later, Turner drives, gets the tough bucket and 1. He would complete the 3-point play. And then later, Turner corrals the loose ball. He goes coast to coast, gets the layup and the foul. He had a game-high 22 points. Bowling Green routs Findlay 82-57. And that is it for sports. We'll be right back.
Danielle Dwyer shows us how never giving up is driving him forward.
I thought, you know, today's a really nice day. It's a kind of a fall day. I'm going to go out and play. And I just remember thinking, wow, the grass is so green. You know, our course is looking nice. And that's the last thing I remember.
That was the last time Monty Elam would ever see those vivid details of the golf course. The next day, Monty went in for routine eye surgery, but coming out of recovery, this is all he saw.
At first, you know, I knew that my eyes were going to be covered. I knew that I wasn't going to really be able to see very well just because of the surgery. Again, things I was told was routine. Everything that was happening was routine. Well, it never got better.
Monty's vision never restored, leaving him completely blind.
And that's kind of when the emotions kick in of, well, what's going to happen from here? And then you realize, well, this may be permanent.
With this, Monty had to step away from Blackberry Patch, the course in Michigan he owned and operated. And 6 months later, after multiple surgeries and procedures, Cleveland Clinic doctors were able to partially restore sight in Monty's left eye. This is what he sees now.
As far as day-to-day living, it was a big adjustment. I mean, and you don't think about it till it actually happens. I mean, from just walking down the hallway, preparing food, getting dressed, I mean, just everything you take for granted on everyday life, you know, it changes.
At first, Monty was told he wouldn't be able to golf or work at a course again, but he didn't let that stop him.
I was very upset. I mean, I didn't know what I was going to do with my life because I had been in the golf business for a long time and really loved it. But as time went on, I realized, you know, I can do it. You know, just move forward with it, and that's what I've done.
Adjusting to his new normal, Monty not only got a job working at Whiteford Valley Golf Club, but he also got back to playing the game he loves. But it hasn't been easy.
Very frustrating. Very frustrating. That was probably the most frustrating thing because obviously I went from a level of being able to play competitively to a level where I'm kind of just hoping to hit the ball.
Although often frustrated, Monty is not defeated. His experience has propelled him to be a beacon of hope for others, proving there are options other than quitting on life.
Never give up. I mean, that's a cliche, but never give up. And I never thought about giving up. So, I mean, I didn't look at it as a disability, and I just kept moving forward.
Now, Monty also works with golfers who have disabilities, and that work is being recognized by the PGA. He will fly out to Palm Springs next week to receive the Deacon Palmer Award.
Way to go. Quite inspiring.
Yes, it is very inspiring. All those challenges, and he's just overcoming them.
Yeah, he's definitely an inspiration. He's one of the nicest guys I've ever met, too. And the golf game for him is all muscle memory now. I asked, if you can't see very far, how are you golfing? So for him, it's all muscle memory at this point. He just knows that wherever he puts his club, there is an object in front of there to hit.
True definition of not giving up.
Yeah,
Danielle,
that's so
thank
neat.
you.